Cinematic drone shot gliding over misty green mountains in early morning light. The text, Vietnam Healing Escape, appears in the center in a sleek, modern white sans serif font. The atmosphere is ethereal and calm. Time-lapse of busy Hanoi traffic during rush hour, slightly blurred to emphasize chaos and stress. The colors are urban gray and red taillights, contrasting with the previous nature shot. Smooth transition to a peaceful road lined with large green trees. Sunlight filters through the leaves, creating a dappled light effect on the asphalt, symbolizing the journey away from the city. Close-up slow-motion shot of a hand gently touching cool, clear stream water. Small water droplets splash softly in the sunlight. High detail on the water texture. Wide aerial shot looking down into a lush green valley. Wispy white clouds float lazily across the mountain slopes. The lighting is soft and golden. Silhouette of a person sitting in a meditation pose on a rock cliff facing a brilliant sunrise. The sky is painted in hues of orange and purple. A quick montage of various landscapes. Golden terraced rice fields, a cascading waterfall, and an ancient forest. The colors are vibrant and saturated. Cinematic shot of a car driving slowly along a winding mountain pass. Majestic cliffs rise on both sides. The feeling is one of freedom and escape. Extreme close-up of a pink lotus flower blooming on a calm lake. A dragonfly hovers nearby. The water reflects the blue sky perfectly. Aerial view of Chang'an complex with limestone mountains rising from emerald water. The text, Ninh Binh, appears elegantly on screen. The scene is majestic. Medium shot of a local rower paddling a small boat on the Ngo Dong River. Rice paddies line the riverbanks. The movement is rhythmic and slow. Poof shot from the front of a boat entering a dark limestone cave. Stalactites hang from the ceiling, glistening in the dim light. Mysterious and cool. Drone shots soaring up over the peak of Mua Cave Mountain, revealing a panoramic view of Tam Quoc below. The landscape is breathtakingly vast. Close-up of hiking boots stepping on the ancient stone steps leading up Mua Cave. The stone is weathered and gray, surrounded by green foliage. A herd of white goats grazing peacefully on a rocky limestone slope. Green shrubs dot the landscape. The scene is rustic and charming. Deep inside Phu Quoc National Park. Sunbeams pierce through the dense canopy of ancient trees, creating a magical cathedral-like light effect. Thousands of white butterflies filling the air in the forest. They flutter chaotically yet beautifully, creating a dreamlike fairy tale visual. Low-angle shot looking up the massive trunk of a 1,000-year-old paraschoria tree. Moss covers the bark, showing its immense age and resilience. Sunset over Van Long Nature Reserve. The water is perfectly still, reflecting the purple and orange sky and the dark silhouettes of mountains. Transition to a steep, winding road leading up to Tam Dao. Mist begins to swirl around the car, obscuring the view slightly. Mystery builds. Wide shot of Tam Dao town engulfed in morning fog. The text, Tam Dao, appears. French colonial architecture peeks through the white mist. The ancient stone church of Tam Dao. Gothic architecture with moss-covered stone walls stands out against a gray, moody sky. Cinematic and historic. Silver waterfall cascading down from a high cliff. The water is powerful and white, crashing onto rocks below. Lush green ferns surround the falls. View from the Heaven's Gate, Gung Troi, looking down. Clouds roll like ocean waves beneath the viewpoint. The feeling is of being above the world. Walking through a bamboo forest in Tam Dao. The straight green stalks create a vertical pattern. Leaves rustle softly in the wind. Close-up of a hot cup of coffee steaming on a wooden table. Through the window, the misty landscape of Tam Dao is visible. Cozy vibe. Night shot of Tam Dao from above. Lights from houses and hotels twinkle like stars in the fog. The atmosphere is romantic and quiet. Street view of Bat Trong Pottery Village. Narrow alleys lined with drying pottery or coal briquettes. Text, Lang Gom Bat Jang, appears. Rustic texture. Close-up of a potter's hands shaping wet clay on a spinning wheel. A vase takes form smoothly. The motion is hypnotic and satisfying. Tourists laughing while trying to mold clay on the wheel. Their hands are covered in mud. The scene is full of joy and creativity. Rows of unglazed pottery drying in the sun. The reddish-brown color of the clay contrasts with the blue sky. Patterns are intricate. View into a firing kiln. Orange flames lick the pottery inside. The heat is palpable visually. Symbolizes transformation and hardening. Panning shot of a pottery showroom. Exquisite vases, bowls, and plates with colorful glazes are displayed. The craftsmanship is incredibly detailed. Macro shot of a brush painting, fine blue lines on a white ceramic vase. The artist's hand is steady and precise. Focus is sharp. Wide shot of the Hua Bin landscape. Low mountains and expansive sugarcane fields. The scenery is open and green. Transition to Kim Boy. Steam rising from a large outdoor mineral hot spring pool. Text, Soi Huang Kim Boy overlays. People are relaxing in the warm water. A person relaxing in a mud bath, eyes closed, smiling. The texture of the mud is smooth. The setting is surrounded by nature. Top-down shot of a traditional Muang ethnic feast served on banana leaves. Grilled pork, sticky rice, and wild vegetables look delicious. Local Muang people performing a traditional bamboo dance, Mua Sap, in colorful costumes. The rhythm is lively and the atmosphere is festive. Driving up the steep road to Ba Vi National Park. Tall pine trees line the road, creating a tunnel of green. Sunlight flickers through. Mist moving through a pine forest. A camping tent is set up on a bed of pine needles. Text Ba Vi appears. Peaceful solitude. Interior of the cactus greenhouse in Ba Vi. Sunlight streams through the glass roof onto hundreds of unique cactus species. Exotic and prickly. The ruins of the old French church in the jungle. Vines and moss cover the crumbling brick walls. The atmosphere is hauntingly beautiful. Water flowing rapidly over large boulders at Tien Son Soi Nga. The water is crystal clear. Green ferns grow on the wet rocks. Panoramic view from the peak of Ba Vi Mountain, looking down at the Red River and Da River winding through the plains below. Night camping scene. A campfire crackles in the foreground. Friends sit around it. The background is the dark silhouette of the forest. Wide drone shot of Dong Mo Lake. The water is expansive and calm. Small islands dot the lake. The lighting is soft afternoon sun. Sunset over Dong Mo Lake. The sun is a large red orb dipping below the horizon. Text Dong Mo appears. Reflections on water. Camping tents pitched on the green grass right at the water's edge. A calm breeze ripples the lake surface. Peaceful and secluded. Slow motion shot of a golfer swinging a club at the Dong Mo golf course. The grass is perfectly manicured and vibrant green. Young people paddling sup boards and kayaks on the calm lake. They look small against the vast water. Close-up of BBQ skewers grilling over charcoal. kind smile sipping tea on the porch of an old wooden house. Peaceful portrait. Tourist riding a bicycle on a small brick path through green rice fields surrounding the village. The atmosphere is breezy and light. Wide shot of Doi Bu Hill. The sky is massive and blue. Tall grass waves in the strong wind. Transition to adventure. A paraglider taking off from the grassy slope. The colorful wing fills with air. Text Doi Bu appears. Action and excitement. Endless fields of white reed flowers swaying in the wind at Doi Bu. The sunlight makes them glow like silver. Romantic scenery. Poof shot from a paraglider looking down at the patchwork of fields and tiny houses below. The wind noise is implied. Adrenaline. Sunset at Doi Bu. The sun is a large orange ball. Silhouettes of paragliders are still visible against the light. Beautiful ending to the day. Driving through the rolling hills of Moc Chau. Endless green tea plantations stretch to the horizon. The air looks fresh and cool. Aerial shot of the famous Heart Tea Hill. The tea bushes are manicured into heart shapes. Text Mokjo appears. Iconic landmark. Close-up of tea pickers' hands plucking fresh green tea leaves. They wear traditional conical hats. The leaves are dew-covered. A valley filled with white plum blossoms. The trees are dense with white flowers, looking like snow. A dreamy spring scene. Black and white dairy cows grazing on a green pasture. The background is misty mountains. Peaceful pastoral scene. Dayim waterfall cascading down over multiple tiers. The water is smooth and silky. Long exposure. Surrounded by jungle. Wide view of Mai Chau Valley from the pass. Rice fields are a patchwork quilt. Stilt houses dot the valley floor. Transition. Walking into Ban Lat Village. Wooden stilt houses on both sides. Text Mai Chau appears. Tourists and locals mingle. Close-up of a Thai woman weaving colorful brocade fabric on a wooden loom. The patterns are intricate and symbolic. Cycling on a small path through the rice fields in Mai Chau. Mountains surround the valley like a protective wall. Freedom. Night scene. Locals and tourists holding hands, dancing the Zoe dance around the campfire. Traditional music plays. Joyful connection. Aerial view of Phu Long Nature Reserve. Terraced rice fields cascade down the mountainsides. Jungle is dense. The final destination. Close-up of a giant bamboo water wheel turning slowly in a stream. Text Phu Long appears. Engineering harmony with nature. Wide shot of golden rice terraces in Phu Long. They look like steps to heaven. The scale is impressive and beautiful. An infinity pool at a boutique resort in Phu Long. The water edge blends with the green valley below. Luxury meets nature. Hikers walking on a small trail through the dense jungle of Phu Long. Sunlight filters through ferns and big leaves. Locals harvesting rice in the terraces. They wear traditional clothes. Smiles are bright despite the hard work. Community vibe. Sunset over the valley. Blue smoke from kitchen fires rises from the stilt houses, blending with the mist. Nostalgic and peaceful. Fast cinematic montage revisiting the best shots from all 14 locations. Ninh Binh, Tam Dao, Moc Chau, etc. Emotional crescendo. A static shot of a calm lake with a single bird flying across. The lighting is perfect. The mood is final and resolved. Close-up of a traveler's face, eyes closed, smiling gently as the wind blows their hair. Pure contentment and relaxation. The night sky filled with millions of stars. The text, Vietnam Healing Escape, fades in centrally. Music swells to a finish. Text on screen, subscribe for more peace. Background is a fading campfire. The scene fades slowly to black.